and you ain't black.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
I mean, you got the first sort of mainstream African American who is articulate and bright and clean and nice-looking guy.
Biden recalling his early Senate career, bringing up two segregationist senators, Herman Talmadge and James Eastland, who called African Americans an inferior race. I was in a caucus with James O. Eastland, Biden said. He never called me boy. He always called me son. At least there was some civility. We got things done.
The senators that he is speaking of with such adoration are individuals who made and built their reputation on segregation. The Ku Klux Klan celebrated the election of one of them.
Using the word boy in the way he did can cause hurt and pain, and we need a presidential nominee and the leader of our party to be sensitive to that.
My Democratic colleagues don't like me saying this. I think the two...
All right, so you guys get the message there. It's no surprise what recently happened with Joe Biden. Now, I made a YouTube short on this, but I wanted to dive into it a little bit more. So if you don't check out my YouTube shorts, you probably should, all right? Because you would have seen this clip already. But for those of you that don't, hey, I'm going to show you the clip today, all right, in this video. But obviously, this clip, and I'm going to have to mute the audio with this clip because there's music playing in the background. And so, you know, copyright purposes, can't have the music playing. But I'm going to play this clip that has gone absolutely viral online over the past 24 hours or so, 48 hours. And it shows Joe Biden doing something that, you know, to somebody like me, it's not surprising. But I feel like to a good portion of Americans, right, particularly the folks that were angry about Trump saying black jobs, I feel like this video will be a little surprising to them. But with that being said, let's play the clip, and I'm going to be talking in the background. Check it out. All right, so... Oh, nope, can't play the music. So here is the clip in question. As you can see, there's a young black girl in this front row here, this young lady here. And as you saw there, Joe Biden literally just skipped over. Look, stops to take pictures with the white folks, okay? Stops to take a picture with this white guy. Look, sees the black. Oh, nope, just keep on pushing. And you can see on her face, she was like, dang, okay, wow. I guess I'll just step aside. Okay. Look at her face. Like, she looks disappointed. She looks really disappointed in this moment here. Look, he's paying attention to literally everybody else but her. But her. Look, absolutely insane. Look, and she tried to tap him and say something. He just completely ignored her. I don't know if you guys caught that right there, too. Look, right here. Right here. She tried to tap him and say something. Literally just ignored her. Ignored the crap out of her. But Trump is the racist. Come on now. Come on now. You got to be kidding me. Look at this. What a shame. What a shame. Honestly, I hope Trump has that young little girl. I guess she probably looks teens, I guess. This young lady here. I hope Trump has her at, you know, a Trump rally or something sometime soon. Because that was just absolutely shameful. Absolutely shameful work there from Joe Biden. And I saw a clip earlier. I wish I could find it again. I didn't save it. But literally in the clip, they pulled that young girl from the back row to the front to have that little, that photo moment, right? And it went terrible. I'm going to see if I can find that. Well, I can't find that video clip, but if anybody else has seen that and you have the clip, share it down below, all right? But like I said before, this isn't surprising because Biden has had all types of crazy comments. One in particular is this one. You guys remember when he talked about, oh, well, I can, well, I'm just going to play the clip for you. Check it out.
Because the American public, the blinders have been taken off.
they've all of a sudden seen a hell of a lot clearer. They've seen, geez, the reason I was able to stay sequestered in my home is because some black woman was able to stack the grocery shelf.
What? The reason why I was able to stay in my home is because some black woman was stocking the shelf. What? Huh? What do black women have to do with stocking shelves, Joe Biden? You know, like I'm just confused by that one. And of course, the famous one where he was on the show with Charlemagne, and he said, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black, right? You guys remember that. You know who he blamed for that situation? Check out this clip.
Want to see. And by contrast, that comment that you made a week ago that appeared to take black voters for granted. In light of these horrible events of the last week, it's important for black voters to know, which leader are you going to be?
The leader I've always been. I apologized immediately for responding to Charlemagne, who was baiting me. And if you looked at that film, you'll see I was smiling at him.
Charlemagne for baiting him. So Charlemagne baited him into saying, if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. That was his reasoning. But Biden has always been uncomfortable. There's even a recent video of him, attending a church, a black church in Philly. And this is how it went. Check it out.
Let us stand together. Oh, at the cross, at the cross, where I first saw the light, and the burdens of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy. Let us stand together.
He looks so uncomfortable, so incredibly uncomfortable in that church, man. It's honestly amazing that they keep trying to pull this off, that he's not racist. And if you think that was just the one-off, here's another instance of him being uncomfortable in a church with Raphael Warnock, I believe this gentleman's name is. Check out this clip. And mind you, this is supposedly a guy that grew up in church. Like, I couldn't tell. I mean, that guy's just as stiff as a board, and it looks like he's a deer in headlights. Meanwhile, here's a contrast where Uncle Trump was in a black church, and check out how he was in church. Clear contrast between the two. Obviously, one of those guys was a lot more comfortable in that church than the other. Also, I want to show you guys how a real president reacts to black people instead of ignoring them. Check out this clip of Uncle Trump. I'm going to mute the sound there. This is Uncle Trump meeting folks. Hey, come across the rope. Here, I'm going to lift it for you. Don't worry about it. Yep. I'm not going to ignore you like Joe Biden. We're actually going to pose, take some pictures, unlike Joe Biden did. Okay? Joe Biden skipped over the young black girl and took pictures with everybody else. Goodness gracious. This is how it's supposed to go. This is how it's really done. That's how it's really done. You know, this whole Oh, crap. Hold on. All right. That clip wanted to play again, I guess. All right. You've already had your 30 seconds of fame, you know, and as well as this clip of Trump interacting with the young black chick in the, I want to say it was a Chick-fil-A. This one.
Yeah, can my friend Dom get in one too? She's fundraising. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to get rid of Biden. Yeah!
Bye-bye, Sleepy. He is the worst president in the history of the United States, and he's horrible to the black community, whether you like it or not.
Been that way since a senator.
Community bad. And check out his record in the 1990s. Check out his record in the 1990s.
Your economically was for us.
I'm just saying. I just pull out the clips. All right, the clips speak for themselves. Okay, the clips absolutely speak for themselves. I don't even really have to say much at this point. Absolutely insane. It's crazy to me how people can sit here and say, "Well, Trump is racist." How? You know, they always bring up the same two instances, which I've already talked about those as well. The alleged settlement, right? And the Central Park 5. They bring up the same two instances whenever there's a discussion about Trump being racist. The same two instances. Or what I have heard them say once before is Trump never denounced the KKK. But in fact, as most of you know, he actually did, and just to prove it, I'm going to pull up one of the clips right now. Easy peasy. Look.
Bigot, a racist, a problem.
Easy to find.
David Duke just joined. A bigot, a racist, a problem.
Would you repudiate David Duke?
Sure. David Duke and robocalls are out again, the white supremacist movement supporting you. Do you have any words for that?
Well, I disavow. David Duke endorsed me? Okay. All right. I disavow. Okay?
When we looked at it and looked at the question, I disavowed David Duke. So I've disavowed David Duke all weekend long on Facebook, on Twitter, and obviously it's never enough.
So are you prepared right now to make a clear and unequivocal statement renouncing the support of all white supremacists?
Of course I am. Of course I am.
When Chris joined, we had a news conference, and they asked me the exact same question. I said, I disavow. I disavowed then. I disavowed today on ABC with George Stephanopoulos. I disavowed again.
David Duke is a bad person who I disavowed on numerous occasions over the years.
I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke. Ultimately, he got to the Ku Klux Klan, which obviously I'm going to disavow.
I reject David Duke.
All right, and obviously that clip continues on, but you guys get the message, right? The three situations that they bring up, the two earlier that I spoke about, the Central Park 5 and then the settlement that he had a while back, those have already been debunked. Then they say, oh, well, he never denounced. Well, you just heard the clip there, all right? It speaks for itself, but you have Joe Biden literally ignoring the young black chick and just brushing her off and taking pictures with everybody else. But Trump is the racist. Make that one make sense. And you heard Kamala at the very beginning of this clip talking about how Joe Biden spoke highly of segregationists. Those were Kamala's words, not mine. Okay? So, yeah. Goodness gracious, man. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of the whole narrative, but as long as it's out there, I'm going to keep debunking it every single time. 7 days out of the week and twice on Sunday. But as always, y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.